We're playing under the lights and some heavy rain here tonight. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Marvin Mims now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. And leading them out is one of the league's longest tenured quarterbacks.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception, and you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here he's got to play some clean ball.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Keeping it with Mixon. He got mighty close, didn't he? But they marked him just short of the first. He's at the 34.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Third down, Mixon gets it. A disappointing way to begin this one as he is stopped for no gain. And 3 plays in, Brock. They're already facing 4th down.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
On 4th down, Broncos going to call on Jeremy Crawshaw here to punt. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. His work begins at the 31. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So here come the 49ers now to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by this dual-threat quarterback.
He gave us all the excitement we could hope for last week, but it wasn't all in a good way, at least for his team. Never knew if his throws were going to end in a touchdown or turnovers, and he had a couple of both by the end of the loss.
Breaks through and breaks away. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
And the 49er first down.
Cook trying this one up the gut. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. They gain 11 on that play. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Another one for Cook. He dodged the tackle. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that gives the 49ers the first.
49ers first down. A A gain of 12. First down, San Francisco.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Finds him over the middle. And this one does not go far. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. And up from the pistol to Cook. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down. That is Jake Bates ready to try to knock this through. This from 30 yards out. Bates' kick is up and good. And that one is going to get them on the scoreboard.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, and a little early momentum with that field goal.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. Jukes away from one. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Denver offense taking the field for their 2nd drive. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. 1st and 10, a run to Mixon. He rocks that tackler. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. On the ground again with Mixon. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. Give him 13 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
A handoff from Mixon, running right. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Trying to set up a screen for Mixon. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. 4th down. On comes Will Lutz in the Broncos field goal unit. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. The kick by Lutz is good. And we're all tied up now in the 1st half.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. On the return, here comes St. Dell. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Coach Kyle Shanahan ushering his 49ers offense back to the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. One picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. New set of downs for him. Now starts at the 38. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. Again, he's taken down right at the line. Same guy, same call, same result. And now it's 3rd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up third.
Throw here, third down. Completed over the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
They're going play action.
And 10.
Looking to his fullback now. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on third down. Ooh, put some air under this one, right side. And the defender coming away with it. Pat Surtain has it.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
Broncos to the line now. It's first and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. Rob by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11.
Looking in the air here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career.
Their first pick of the game comes in an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Throws caught. He has the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one right down the middle. And the 49ers break that tie and now lead by 7. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Denver set to take the field on offense. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. Wanting to start the drive with Mixon. Nearly starts the drive with the first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
It's Mixon on second down. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
A gain of 4 yards.
Coming to the line for another first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's a throw. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Cortland Sutton, the man he was after. And it's going to be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Oh, he shovels it forward, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
To the air on 3rd and long. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
In punt formation for the Broncos.
And he drives this one into the pouring rain. And a sure-handed play there in the rain. He brings in the fair catch without a problem. The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. And they should be well rested. They were only out there for one play last drive, and they found the end zone. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Now run by Cook. He's caught just as he crossed the line of scrimmage. Might have picked up a yard. It's going to be 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Across his body, and they make the interception. Picked up, Brandon Jones.
We came into this matchup, Kate, wondering if last week was a little bit of an anomaly for this defense, getting 3 interceptions. But they're actually on pace to surpass that here, already with their 2nd pick of the game.
So here comes the Bronco offense. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory. They've got a short field after that pick. 1st down now, ball at the 33. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. This is tough running this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3.
29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Mixon gets it again on 2nd down. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Give him 8 on that one. And that's good for Broncos' 1st down. And that's going to do it for our 1st quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. We've got the 49ers in front. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Time for our 2nd quarter. Let's see if the Broncos can capitalize in the red zone. Going to the ground again on 1st. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and...
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
The kick by Lutz is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Dell now to return it. Escapes a defender. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So here come the 49ers on offense. And the question out there is, Brock, how early and often are they going to try passing here after they were picked off on the previous drive?
Well, I think the answer to that is how much trust does this play caller have in his quarterback? We're going to get to find out right now.
Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up 2nd down.
Brandon Jones on the cover.
Here's Cook. And they'll fly ahead for a few. It's 3rd down.
He was brought down by Pat Surtain. That's a gain of 3.
Air it out on 3rd.
3rd and 7.
Into the hands of Dell. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him.
15 yards.
That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
Third and long for him here. Throw right side. Dell has it. And this one doesn't go far. So punt coming up on 4th down. It's against Belgian native Corliss Wakeman with the honors.
It's 4th down.
And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. The Broncos and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. Running with Mixon out of the gun. They're going the wrong direction. He's going to be sent backwards to their own 3. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Keeping it with Mixon. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
3rd down, Mixon gets it. He's going to have this one up to about the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
And the Broncos, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Now Mixon loses the football. And this is picked up by the 49ers. They're able to take this fumble back inside the red zone.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. And he brings it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Broncos 6.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Broncos and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. This is Sutton working the right side. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Portland Sutton. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Incomplete from the contact. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. 3rd down from the gun. Looking underneath here to Mixon. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 6. That's good for a Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Setting him on the dive. Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that first down carry. Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Out of the shotgun, a gift to Mixon. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Fair catch hauled in at the 18-yard line. Coach Kyle Shanahan ushering his 49ers offense back to the field. And coming off their 2nd red zone touchdown of this game, Brock. Make it 2 of 3 so far now. They will take that percentage every week if they can.
Yeah, championship-level teams, Kate, are usually 75%. I know that's a C+ in school, not very good, but that's championship football. 2 of 3 is certainly near that mark.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
2nd and 10, back to throw. Holding by his back, Cook. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. Corliss Wakeman will kick it away. Fights his way through a tackle. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Completed to Sutton. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
They'll go play action. Completed to his running back. And he's down to the 36 with almost enough for that first down. So 3rd down and about a yard ahead as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Oh, and they're going to have a fullback drive power for it. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
To throw here on 1st down. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. A give to Mixon up the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for the Broncos. First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He finds Brown right side. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
He's out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
Mixon on the counter. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. Throw here, 3rd down. He's got a man left. And this is going to be short. Quick stop by the defense to bring up 4th down. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this. 4th down, pass coming. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Pass play coming here. It's on the in route. And this gets them well away from danger as he is up past their 20. He's back to throw. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. So entering the locker room, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. We'll catch up with the rest of the league later on. We're right through halftime and on to the start of the 3rd quarter. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. He'll take this at the 10. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner, and this gets out to the 30. We'll see the San Francisco offense first this half as they're headed out now. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Another one for Cook. On the move, past the 40. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
6 yards. And the 49er 1st down.
They're throwing it. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
49er 1st down. 1st and goal, San Francisco.
Fine quarterback run here. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Intercepted in the end zone.
Okay, that's far from the first time we've seen him throw into the wrong team, but this one was probably the most costly.
The Broncos running their offense out once again. They passed on the field goal, didn't get it on 4th down. Interested to see what they do if a similar situation arises on this next possession. Running back sent in motion. To the air now on 1st and 10. Looking right, and he finds him. And he'll take it up. Win for the visiting 49ers. And we know how rain can wreak havoc at any moment on a football field, but they didn't let that stop them today. They played their game, and as a result, they're leaving here with a victory.